Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about that Variety interview that Tom Holland did and where he talked about Spider-Man 3. Now, mainly he went on there to promote his new film, Cherry, which is directed by the Russo brothers, directors of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. That film is out on Apple TV very, very soon, and I'm very excited for that film. But we're here to talk about the Spider-Man 3 stuff and what Tom Holland had to say about the film. Now, here is the thing about this. This piece of news that was coming from Variety was hyped up so much. I even put out a community post saying I'm not covering any of the topics to do with Spider-Man 3 until the Variety interview comes out, because I was afraid that a lot of the things that I was going to cover would become obsolete after this interview came out, meaning that a title could have been revealed, some information could have been pushed forth to be promoting the film in that interview, but nothing was actually said, apart from Tom Holland saying this is going to be the most ambitious superhero movie standalone ever made, which, okay, looking at all the rumors and everything that's come out about this film already, yeah, it's probably going to be the most ambitious standalone superhero movie ever made. It looks quite likely, with the inclusion of the multiverse, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, all these other villains coming back, all new villains coming in, and the Doctor Strange stuff, Wanda connecting to it, Mysterio still being there. It's like, this film has a lot to unpack, and it just feels like this will be one of the biggest movies. So Tom is telling us stuff that we already know. It's like, well, you don't say, Tom, you know? This film is going to be one of the biggest ones ever made. Let's be real, with all the stuff coming out about it. So overall, I'm disappointed with the news because I thought we were going to get some kind of title reveal at least, or maybe some kind of information towards the film. Maybe Marvel and Sony were going to tell Tom to maybe push the film a little bit, maybe tell them something, maybe there's an exclusive, maybe there was some kind of promotion, but there just wasn't. It was just Tom talking about the film, and quite evidently, you know, that's a self-explanatory, right? I mean, of course it's going to be one of the biggest films of 2021, and it's also going to be one of the biggest standalone superhero films ever made as well. Obviously not as big as Avengers Endgame, but certainly up there. Now let's talk about some of the other things that have been going on this week to do with Spider-Man 3. One of the other things is apparently Tom Holland had his best day on set ever for his career on Spider-Man 3, and he posted this photo that I'm showing on the screen right now on Instagram, and it's a picture of him with his brother. Now, what we've got to take away from this is that we know they were filming in this location about a week ago, as the set photos did get leaked. So this picture was probably taken around a week ago, a week and a half ago at this point, which means this photo probably was not taken about where Tom Holland was talking about his best day of his career. It was probably actually somewhere else, in a different location, or probably behind closed doors in a studio or on a green screen. Maybe he was with Tobey Maguire, maybe he was with Andrew Garfield. Who knows? But from the set photos that we got in Atlanta of Tom Holland and Zendaya, didn't really showcase anything out of the ordinary for a Spider-Man film. It was just Tom Holland with Zendaya. And from what we saw, nothing really big or spoilery happened. And if it did, then those photos would 100% be all over the internet, depending on what they were. But they weren't, and let's be real, anything that is spoilery or potentially spoilery, like the appearance of Tobey Maguire, Doctor Strange, Andrew Garfield, all of that will be behind closed doors because they do not want that to get out to the public due to spoilers. They also wouldn't film something like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland all coming on screen together at the same time, somewhere as public as that, because of the attention that it would gather and the spoilers that it would cause. So with that being said, what could Tom Holland be actually talking about? What could his best day of his career actually be? Who could be on set with him? Now, if being on set with all of the Avengers in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame wasn't the best day of his career, then who else could make it the best day of his career? If it's not Robert Downey Jr. meeting with Chris Pratt and himself and Chris Evans and all the likes of the Avengers, then who could it possibly be? Well, none other than probably Andrew Garfield, and you guessed it, Tobey Maguire. I don't see who else it could be. There is no one else you can convince me it probably will be. Or it could be Charlie Cox, I don't even know. But who is bigger than the Avengers? Who is bigger than Robert Downey Jr. teaming up with Chris Pratt and the rest of the Guardians? No one. It's gotta be Tobey and Andrew, and that is probably his best day of his career. and that has probably been filmed behind closed doors, and this picture was just put up and the caption was attached to it, because like I did say, those set photos were captured about a week and a half before that photo was actually put up, meaning that that photo was probably from around a week ago anyway, and that they'd already wrapped filming up in that location. But with that being said, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think about this news? Do you think it's disappointing with the news that we got from Variety, given the hype that this news had behind it? Everyone was talking about this news. Variety had the big scoop. What's Variety gonna say about Spider-Man 3? Well, it looks like they said nothing, and it just looks like Tom Holland just said, you know, what we all knew, which was the fact that this is going to be one of the biggest superhero movies of all time. But with that being said, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think of all the news this week? Let me know, and let's start a conversation. Also, make sure to go down in the description below and follow the Discord server so we can continue the conversation over there. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys all in the next one. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below like I did say. Also, make sure to hit the bell next to subscribe button to not miss any more of the videos as soon as they go out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.